Someday, I hope to become an anchorman because it gives me a sense of doing something for the public. That's a quote from high school senior Jon McCrary in the school newspaper in Ames, Iowa in 1977, working at WOI-TV for 2 years while a high school senior and then in college.
I'm Jon McCrary, 5 TV News, Ames.
It's proof that the television news bug bit Jon early.
That made last night's game the final game of the year.
After graduating from college, Jon brought his talent to Michigan in 1984, landing at then WKZO-TV in Kalamazoo as a reporter, starting a series of firsts for the station, traveling as part of a 3-person crew to New York City.
Her husband will join us here at CBS.
But Jon was more than a reporter. He was also a photojournalist. Here, he's behind the camera, shooting WKZO's first ever satellite live report at Newark International Airport.
Moments ago, and afterwards they held a news conference.
By the end of the 1980s, WKZO's name had changed to WWMT, and Jon saw changes too, moving from in front of the camera to behind the camera, where he says he found the new religion at the NPPA video workshop. In the 1990s, Jon became an important leader in the newsroom.
We can get that. No, we can't.
Serving as assignment manager and then assistant news director in 2000.
Here in Albania is
Jon's skills as a photojournalist came in handy, stepping off the assignment desk back to the field from time to time, putting him at the forefront of local, national, and international stories.
Imagine the worst kind of prison. Imagine your most desperate feeling. Imagine the odor of waste hanging in the air.
His work with anchor Jamie Bowl covering the refugee crisis in Kosovo and Albania during the Balkan War led to an Emmy nomination. In 2000, Jon and his camera were literally front and center at the crowded news conference in Palm Beach County, Florida, when election officials told the world that the all-important results in the Bush-Gore presidential race would be decided by a hand count.
Ladies and gentlemen, Superintendent Dr. Michael Rice and the President of the United States.
Since starting at WKZO, Jon has had his hands in just about every major news event happening in West Michigan. But he never left his love for photojournalism. He's been a valuable teacher and mentor to dozens of photojournalists at WWMT. But with all of the stress that comes with working in a high-intensity, deadline-dependent environment, Jon has never forgotten his sense of humor.
Big ones, snow tires, used mud truck tires. We got everything here.
Jon is not just a teacher in the newsroom. He's a teacher outside as well. And any serious downhill skier on the west side of Michigan knows Jon McCrary, or as we call him, Johnny Mac. For more than 40 years, Jon has been a ski instructor and coach. For the last 20 years, he's been the head coach of a junior alpine ski team made up of the best young skiers in southwest Michigan. Jon even had this weekly ski tip series on WWMT back in the day. Today, Jon continues to be an invaluable leader in the News Channel 3 newsroom. And though he may not be an anchorman, he has certainly fulfilled his high school wish to serve the community.